What's up guys, I'm Brent with PrecisionLED.com, and here we have a 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee we're going to be performing an LED interior light installation on. Now the 2008 is part of the 3rd generation Grand Cherokee, so this installation will be compatible with all years 05 to 2010. Today we'll be installing LEDs on the front map, the rear dome, the vanity mirrors, the footwell, the glove box, the trunk, the license plate, and the reverse lights. Today we're going to be installing a Precision LED Premium 360 style LED kit, which come with these 3 interior trim tools you see us using throughout the video. We have our pointed wedge tool, our fork shaped wedge tool, and our serrated knife tool. So we're going to start by installing on the front map lights. Now as you can see, I've already gone ahead and done the install on the driver's side, so I'm going to show you how to install on the passenger side. We're going to be using the fork portion of our fork-shaped wedge tool to gain access to the bulb here. So there are actually just a couple clips holding this lens into place, which are just right here towards the nose of the vehicle, and there's one more right here towards the rear of the vehicle. So we're just going to be taking the fork portion of the tool. We're going to be prying just right here into the tab that is towards the passenger side of the vehicle, and we're just gonna go ahead, press and hold the switch just to gain some separation between the lens and the rest of the overhead console, and then just pry out. And we'll just go ahead and do that just to loosen up that clip there, or to free that clip. And then once that's free, you can just go ahead and pry around. We're just going to be prying from the nose of the vehicle just to free the remaining clips. And so now that we have the lens removed, we're just going to be removing this metal plate here. The halogen bulb is just right on the opposite end of this metal plate. So we're just going to be taking our fork-shaped wedge tool. We're just going to be prying in between one of these grooves just right here on the side, and just pull that plate downward. Just be careful, if the light was on previously, this plate will be very hot, in which case I would suggest to use a rag in order to hold it. And now we have access to the halogen bulb, so we're just going to be taking the fork-shaped wedge tool. We're just going to be prying from one side of the bulb, and then just remove the bulb. Again, if the light was on previously, it will be very hot. And here we have the LED, so we'll just pop that in. And now we can just reinstall the metal plate. Now there's a small clip here towards the center of the vehicle that we're just going to want to slide this little groove here through, and so we're just going to go ahead and line that up, and once that's lined up through that clip, we can just go ahead and lock this last tab into place just right here in this slot. So let's just go ahead, we're just going to slide that groove in. Once that's in place, just slide this tab into the slot here, and now we can just reinstall the lens here. We're just going to want to first line up this tab right here. There's a small little groove inside of the lens, just right there, towards the tail of the vehicle. Once that's in place, we can just apply some pressure on the clips until those lock into place. And now we're going to be installing on the rear dome light. Now there's actually just one tab that's holding this into place, which is right here. It's on the switch side. So we're just going to be coming in with the flat portion of our serrated knife tool. We're just going to be coming in directly where that switch is. Just go ahead and pry your tool in there. And once it's in there, just pry outward, and that clip should come loose, as you can see there. And now I have access to the bulb. And so we're now just going to be taking our pointed wedge tool. We're just going to be prying from the rear of the T10 bulb right here. So just pry outward, away from the connector. And here we have the LED bulb, so we'll just pop that in. And now we can just reinstall the lens here. We're first just going to want to install this clip here before locking this tab into place. And once that is in place, let's just go ahead, line up this last tab, just apply some pressure until it locks into place. Now we're going to be installing on the vanity mirror lights. We're going to be using the flat portion of our serrated knife tool to gain access to the bulb here. It's pretty simple to access the bulb. There's just a couple clips holding this lens into place. So we're just going to be taking the flat portion of the tool. We're first just going to want to pry from the bottom of the lens, just like so. Just pry outward. And once the bottom tabs are loose, you could just grasp the lens and just pull towards the rear of the vehicle just to free up these two top tabs right here. And now we have access to the bulb. So we'll just take our pointed wedge tool. We're just going to be prying one side of the bulb outward, just like so. And then we could just use our bare hands to remove the bulb. Just be careful, if the light was on previously, it will be really hot. And here we have our LED, so we'll just pop that in. Now these bulbs, they are non-polarity specific, so you can pop them in any orientation and they will come on without an issue. And you just want to be sure that the LED boards are facing outward. And now we'll just test the light. Everything looks good. Now we can just pop the lens back on. We're first just going to want to line up these bottom tabs right here, just like so. And once those are in place, you could just pop the remaining two top tabs into place. So now we're installing on the footwell lights. It's actually very easy to access. We're just going to be removing this white casing here that's underneath the dash. You don't need any tool to remove this casing. You just want to grasp the plastic cover and just slide it outwards, and it should come loose really easily. And then we'll just reach in and we'll remove the halogen bulb just with our bare hands. And here we have the LED that we'll be installing, so we'll just pop that in. And it's in there. Now we could just test the bulb to make sure it's working. Everything looks good. And lastly, just don't remember to reinstall the plastic cover here. And just like we removed it, you just want to slide it back into the slot. So now we'll be installing on the glove box light. This light is actually really simple to access. There isn't a casing covering the bulb or anything. You just want to reach in with your bare hands and just remove the bulb, just like so. And here we have the LED, so we'll just pop that in. Once again, these bulbs are non-polarity specific, so you can pop them in any orientation and they should come on, as you can see right there. And now we're installing on the trunk light. Now there are 3 tabs that hold this lens into place. There are 2 towards the top of the vehicle and 1 towards the tires, towards the bottom of the vehicle. So we're just going to be using the fork portion of the tool. We're going to be taking one of the forks and we're really just going to be prying into the bottom tab here. It could take a bit of pressure. You really just want to slide that tab underneath the lens, just like so. And so now that we have access to the halogen bulb, you could reach in and just try to remove it with your bare hands, but this bulb is actually pretty difficult to remove. A trick in order to remove the bulb easier is just to grab a piece of tape. You just want to make sort of a U shape like so, and just wrap it around the bulb, just like so. And then you're just going to want to use the tail end of the tape just to pull the bulb out of the socket. And here we have our LED, so we'll just pop it into the socket. And so now we could just reinstall the lens here. We're first just going to want to line up this bottom tab, just like so. And once that's in place, just apply some pressure until the top tabs lock into place. And you just want to make sure that this lens is seated properly in the back of the housing. Now we're going to be installing on the license plate lights, and there's just one tab that's holding this lens into place, which is this one right here towards the outside of the vehicle. So we're just going to be taking our fork portion of our fork-shaped wedge tool, and so we're just going to be prying that tab downward, just like so, and it will release the clip and releasing the lens altogether. And now we have access to the bulb. Now, just like the trunk light, this bulb is very difficult to access, so we're just going to take a piece of tape. We're going to make sort of a U shape like so. We're just going to go ahead We're going to wrap that around the bulb, and then just with the tail end of the tape, we're just going to pull the bulb out of the socket, just like so. And so here we have the LED that we'll be installing, so we'll just pop that in. And now we can just reinstall the lens here. We're first just going to want to line up these two central tabs, just like so. And once those are in place, just go ahead, apply some pressure on this outside tab until that locks into place. So now we're going to be installing on the reverse light. In order to access the reverse halogen bulb, we're just going to have to remove the housing from the vehicle, but it is pretty simple. We're just going to have to remove these two screws, and we're going to be doing so just with a Torx wrench. And so now that we have those screws removed, you just want to grasp the housing and just pull outward. And while you're pulling outward, you're just freeing these two clips from the appropriate sockets right over here. And the reverse bulb that we'll be swapping out is this one right here at the bottom. So we're just going to want to pry these two tabs downward and then just pull out in order to release the socket. And now we could just remove the halogen bulb from the socket. You could just grasp the bulb and just pull outward. And so here we have the 7440 LED that we're going to be installing, so we'll just pop that in. And just like the interior lights, this bulb is non-polarity specific, so you can pop it in any orientation. And so now let's just reinstall this socket. And just be sure to apply some pressure until both clips lock into place. And now we could just reinstall the housing. You're just going to want to line up these two tabs accordingly to the appropriate sockets right over here. Just apply some pressure until those lock into place. And now we can just reinstall the screws here.
And that's the end of the installation. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at help@precisionled.com, or you can reach us online and submit a support ticket at www.precisionled.com/contact. Now, like we said before, please like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed the process for what we do. It really does help us out when we make the next one, knowing that there's people out there watching the videos. Have a good one.